Good morning everybody, and welcome back to another episode of my Grand Exchange only series where I'm trying to get the highest total level possible without ever leaving the Grand Exchange area. So a few months ago we blasted past our original goal of 1,000 total, and now the new goal is set at 1,500. To make this more attainable and to add in new content, I have expanded to the Varrock Palace as well as my POH. As always, if you do enjoy this series, always appreciate a like in the video. It really does help my video get recommended to other people. Anyway, thanks for watching, and let's get started. Alright, so farming, a really important skill on the account right now, and one that I have been working on for a while. Now, as you may know, I have one main way to get farming experience, and that would be my one and only tree patch in Varrock. Now, in the last episode, we just hit level 67 farming, which is good. We are making lots of progress, but there's also going to be a long way to go to ever hit 99 farming. So to try to motivate me a bit, I did a few calculations. First step, from where I am now, I need to plant roughly 50 more yew saplings, which isn't too bad. At 2 a day, that will only take me another 25 days. So sweet, we can get that done in under a month. Now at 72 farming, we can now plant the magic sapling with a boost. And that's where the real grind begins. If I can manage to plant 2 a day consistently, it'll take roughly 440 days to hit 99 farming. So that's all to say that I really shouldn't be missing any farm runs. So farming has been kind of the silent killer for my cash stack. Every day I have to spend over 100k just on saplings, and that's only going to get worse. So I have to make sure I'm also making some money as well, or else my cash stack will drain to nothing. Now, because I have leveled up my farming quite a bit, we're now able to process palm tree saplings, another really good farming moneymaker. Technically we have to be level 68 to make them, but we're close enough with a boost. So right now I'm buying the palm tree seeds for around 31k on the Grand Exchange, and we can sell them I think for 34k. So roughly a 3k margin, which is great. We simply just have to plant the saplings, water them, a 5-minute click intensive process, but I think it's going to be worth it. Well, unfortunately we didn't get the sell price we wanted, but overall we still made I think around 200 or 250k, which is, still worth the time. Now, I am continuously trying this with other seeds. Right now, we're going to try the maple saplings, see if we have any better luck there. There is another dunce random, which will easily push us over to our next hunter level, which is going to be level 5 hunter. Pretty exciting. All the levels now will come very quickly, up to a point anyway, but I could see ourselves easily getting to like 20 hunter just from lamping, which is pretty exciting. Okay, so there's another farming level coming in here, 68 farming, which means we can now officially make the palm sapling. And while I can't ever plant any of these fruit trees, it does unlock one really important thing, and that's the ability to craft the sapling, which means eventually I'll be able to make the dragon fruit sapling, the celestia sapling, and even the redwood sapling, which all could bring me in a ton of money. But, well, that's going to be a while. So one piece of content that I actually have access to now that I've kind of put off for a while and really didn't consider doing until now is chopping yew trees. I know it's obvious, and I knew the yew trees were back here. The money per hour is pretty terrible. The XP per hour isn't very good either, but you don't have to pay very much attention, which means it really is one of my best AFK activities, and random events can spawn here, which means it's pretty good for farming those as well. So we're gonna get chopping. So here's our first woodcutting level coming in here, 72 woodcutting. Chopping yews for money is honestly just so bad. I'm pretty sure chopping the oak trees is more profitable per hour, but that's not why we're doing it. Back here at the yew trees once again, and there we go, another genie random event. We're gonna get a lot more randoms out here, which is awesome. Maybe eventually we'll get that damn fishing random event. I've almost given up hope on that now. So after another few hours of chopping, we are very close now to another woodcutting level. That is going to be 73 woodcutting. The clip of me getting 74 woodcutting apparently got lost in the vast mess that is my computer. But trust me, we got it. Alright, so after a long few hours, we're about to hit a very important milestone for the account and for woodcutting, and that is going to be 75 woodcutting. Now to actually unlock something really interesting, that would be magic trees. Now, some people might say, well, there are no magic trees at the Grand Exchange or the Varrock Palace, and you're right. However, I can grow one. We're not too far off either, so at 72 farming, we'll be able to grow a magic tree, and I'm really curious to compare how good chopping one magic tree is compared to having access to 2 yew trees, because even if it's marginally better, I mean, hell, we're gonna go for magic trees all day, and something about growing and chopping your own tree feels kind of satisfying. So far so good. We've been able to be fairly consistent with our farm runs, and that is going to be another level coming in, 69 farming. Only 3 more levels to go until we can finally move on to our next sapling, and also our last sapling. Whew. Interesting. Okay, so this is one of the first easy clue steps I've actually had in my area. Very unlikely that I would get this step again, but it's always possible, and finishing an easy clue would be so hype. I think this is the first step I've ever gotten here, so yeah. Yeah, there's so many easy clue steps, that was very unlikely, but you know what, still kind of exciting. I'm still looking to complete a clue scroll at some point, not sure when that's going to happen though. So we ended up processing almost 200 maple saplings, pretty good profit on that one actually, 300k pretty well. 300k in 5 minutes, pretty good hourly rate. So we're back on the magic grind here, and not only because I want to get 99 magic, which I do, but also just because it's honestly one of my best money makers, and we're very poor right now. Okay, so we did another lot of diamond dragon bolts, pretty good profit on it actually. We profited a bit over 300k just on 5,000 of them, which means a full buy-in limit, which I could do in around 50 minutes, would profit me 600k. Pretty damn insane. Obviously this fluctuates a lot. I'm just really trying to take advantage of this when it is profitable, because really I don't need magic experience that badly, but I do need money. So there's another lot of 5,000 done, and that's another 200k in profits. So overall we made around 500k from that. Amazing, and gained around 80k magic experience. God damn it, flax. So combat training is something I definitely need to do. There are so many levels here to get, and only one monster to kill. It's not the worst. Now that we have access to guards, we can consistently get 20k, 25k per hour in combats. It'd be really nice if there was a stronger monster here somewhere, but you know, 22 hit points is better than 8. Currently we're up to 7,500 guard kills, so we're trying to motivate ourselves by just the number of guards we're killing. Next goal, of course, is 10,000. You can see I definitely banked a clue scroll or 2 by accident because we've only gotten 47 as a drop. Okay, so there's 55 defense, not bad. Oh my god, I think this is the wrong one again. The collar, I think, is the wrong color. Alright, so we're gonna end this defense grind for now. We got all the way up to 57 defense, quite a few total levels gained. Actually, quite a few. We're already up to 1,314 total. Largely due to, well, all those easy defense levels, but they had to be done eventually. Alright, so finally after a couple of days, we got a big farming level coming in here. The big 70. I don't even know if we unlock anything at 70. What do you get at 70 again? Do you get anything? Poison ivy bushes, okay. Not very useful, but more of a psychological milestone. Only 2 more levels to go as well until we can finally plant magic saplings. And then after just like 2 more years after that, we'll be done. Alright, so we've been making some significant progress into our next magic level. We've been doing lots of bolt enchanting and amulet enchanting. I mean, what's new? That's just been my preferred way to level. Yeah, so after that lot of bolts, we're just a bit over halfway now. And of course, all the while, making some money. So another few lots of bolts done and a few more amulets, and we're up to now 65% of the way. Honestly, quite a gigantic level at this point. Like we just enchanted another 3,000 amulets of strength. That alone just took 3 or 4 hours. Okay, so this magic level has been quite a while in the making. I've enchanted just so many things. Hours and hours and hours of enchanting. More recently, we've been doing amulets of power again. So there we go, guys. 98 magic, really exciting. Only 1 more goddamn level to go, and then we'll have another 99 in the account. Holy crap, I think that's the right one. Oh my god, it finally happened. Another fishing random. Okay, so we passed the first 50% check, which means we got the right version of the random event. Now we just have a 50-50. Are we going to get magic experience, or are we going to get the prized fishing experience, which will save me like 10 or 20 hours of this raid just by getting this random event once. Has our year-long wait been worth it? Are we finally gonna get it? Well, that deserves a sigh if anything ever did. Jesus, we've been waiting so long for that. I mean, we can only hope that as I spend more time outside of the Grand Exchange platform, I'll get more randoms and eventually I'm gonna get it. It was kind of part of my original planning, so if I don't get at least level 7 or even ideally 15 fishing, we're gonna have to do a lot more grinding. Okay, well, speaking of grinding, we're going to start off another grind here. That's going to be a crafting level. Crafting's also getting up there, and occasionally cutting amethyst into dart tips or sometimes other things is break even. And it looks like right now it is at least making dart tips, so we're going to try to take advantage of that for a while, see if we can get a crafting level out of it. Right now we're about 94 crafting, I think around a third of the way to the next level, so we're not too close, but we'll see how far we can get. Well, I'm happy to say we got pretty much the entire level. Now, not all of this was profitable. I think we actually lost a bit of money on the last 1,000 or 2,000 amethyst, but I just kind of wanted to get the level, you know, spending a bit of money here and there, not a big issue. But there we go, another crafting level coming in, 95 crafting, which I think means we can make another Zenite item. And yeah, that's another giant level done with. So I don't know if you can tell the difference, but right here we have the, what I like to call the trash cat. Absolutely worthless. So after quite a lot of defense training, we can now finally upgrade our gear a bit. I mean, we've been rocking the rune chain skirt for a long time now, and surprisingly, 60 defense might actually be one of the bigger DPS upgrades I can get right now, and that's mainly because of the Obsidian Armor Set. So we're going to invest a bit of money into this. First up, we need to buy the entire Obsidian Armor Set, which is just objectively way better than Runite. But that's not it. Not only do we want the Obsidian Armor Set, we also want something called a Berserker Necklace, as well as an Obsidian Weapon. So on top of the Obsidian Armor Set, we need a Berserker Necklace, kind of expensive as well, about 1.5 mil for that. And I think we also want the Toctix Ack, which is the Obsidian Sword, I imagine. So not only is there a set effect for Obsidian, which gives us an additional 10% melee strength and accuracy, the Berserker Necklace also gives us an additional 20% damage when we're using an Obsidian weapon, which means altogether a huge DPS increase. And I think it should be fairly notable even though guards are pretty weak. So first test so far, I'm up to around 37k per hour, so almost 10k an hour more. We're bottlenecked here pretty hard by just how weak the guard is, but still, more damage is more damage, and we are going to see some results from that. So anyway guys, in our stylish loot beam here, I think that's where I'm going to end it for today. We ended up gaining around 20 total levels, which is pretty amazing considering the point we are at in our account, and I'm almost positive in the next episode we'll be able to hit another 99 on the account, as well as a few other really exciting goals. Thanks for watching guys, as always, and I'll see you next time. Now before I go here guys, I want to give a giant thank you to all of my members over on YouTube. Thank you so much to Sejuani's Flail, the Hybrid, Ocelot, and Kush Patel for all being subscribed at the Dragon tier. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much as always. Also another giant shout out to Mexos, Basetich, MDM001, and Yo-Yo Sub 89 for being subscribed at the Runite tier. Thanks a lot guys. As always, if you guys are looking for another way to support the channel, becoming a YouTube member is an awesome way to do so. Get immortalized in all of my future videos, get a custom role in my Discord server, and get access to my video release schedule. Thanks again guys, and I'll see you next time.